I was in the middle of a strategy meeting when my phone buzzed. The message that appeared made everyone in the room irrelevant for about 10 seconds. I'm not your possession. I'll come home late tonight. Don't call me. Short. Cold. Final. I read it twice, then typed back without hesitation. I'm not your husband anymore. Don't come back. I hit send, placed the phone face down on the conference table, and redirected my attention to the quarterly projections my partner was presenting. The pharmaceutical industry waits for no one, and neither do I. My phone began vibrating immediately, once, twice, then nonstop. I ignored it. You all right? Gregory asked, noticing the screen lighting up repeatedly. Fine, I said. Just solved a problem faster than expected. Continue. 40 minutes later, the meeting ended. I had 67 missed calls and dozens of unread messages. I powered the phone off. This wasn't sudden. My wife had been changing for months. Late nights started in February, always with the same excuse: dinner with Autumn and Bethany. Book clubs became wine nights. Wine nights became weekend brunches that stretched until evening. She stopped asking about the company, stopped pretending to care about the pharmaceutical innovations we were developing. The woman who once celebrated every FDA approval with me couldn't name our lead products anymore. Her attitude shifted, defiant over small things, dismissive over important ones. When I mentioned the distance, she accused me of being controlling. When I suggested counseling, she laughed. But that message crossed a line she didn't even know existed. I built this pharmaceutical company from nothing: one rented office, one product, 1 decade of relentless work. Mid-sized now. Respected. Growing. I recognized threats early. That's why there was a prenup. My lawyer insisted. Ironclad. The business, the house, investments, intellectual property, protected. She signed without reading much. I checked into a downtown hotel, not to run, but to think. Emotional decisions destroy companies. I don't make emotional decisions. Around midnight, I powered my phone back on. Panic. Anger. Bargaining. We need to talk. I didn't mean it like that. Please come home. I deleted them all and sent one reply. Contact my lawyer for future communication. Then I made a call. I need a full background investigation, I said. Discreet. 48 hours. Target. My wife. The investigator paused, then agreed. I slept well. By week's end, I'd know everything, and she'd understand what she'd lost. Russell Coleman, former FBI, delivered the file 46 hours later. Photos. My wife entering a downtown apartment. Leaving hours later. Dining with Autumn and Bethany. And a fourth person, a man. Conrad Maddox, Russell said. Executive VP. Humphrey Pharmaceuticals. Our biggest competitor. For months, at least. The friends had been facilitating everything. Hotels, alibis, introductions. Worse, they were meeting Maddox without my wife present. Corporate espionage. Russell showed me messages, group chats discussing my company. FDA timelines. Security protocols. My wife had been fishing for information. She asked questions, Russell said. Didn't she? She had. 3 months ago. I'd deflected every time. Maddox was making promises. The friends expected money. My wife believed it was an affair. That wasn't my problem. Humphrey's aggressive moves suddenly made sense. I told Russell to document everything. She's no longer my wife, I said. She's a security threat. I called my lawyer next. Corporate espionage, I said. Bring IP litigation. I opened the prenup, page 7. Infidelity clause. She got nothing. I activated Protocol Delta. Compartmentalized access. Password rotations. Biometric encryption. My phone kept buzzing. I blocked every number. Panic makes people careless. I needed her careless. Sandra Clemens reviewed the evidence. Criminal and civil, she said. We need them talking. The plan was simple: draw her out. That night, I sent a message from a new number. Dinner. Tomorrow. She replied in seconds. Russell sent audio the next morning. Autumn and Bethany laughing. Talking about payments. Promises. My wife thought it was love. They knew it was business. I felt nothing. At dinner, she looked nervous. Apologetic. I asked one question. When did the affair start? She denied it until I showed her the photos. I told her what would happen. 48 hours. She cried. Claimed loneliness. I corrected her. She was used. I walked out. 2 days later, the house was empty. Humphrey Pharmaceuticals panicked. Legal notices were filed. Maddox was suspended. Then fired. They wanted a meeting. I demanded termination, written admissions, and penalties. They asked for 48 hours. That evening, my wife came to my office. Destroyed. They used me, she said. I know, I replied. The prenup, I get nothing? Correct. She asked if there was any way to fix this. I looked at her calmly. You sent me a message telling me you weren't my possession. That was the moment you stopped being my wife. Everything after that was just consequences.